Deep beneath the hallowed stones of Vatican City lies a place shrouded in mystery, a labyrinth of knowledge locked away from the world. For centuries, it was known as the Vatican Secret Archives, a name that conjures images of forbidden truths and concealed histories. Today, it's officially called the Vatican Apostolic Archive, but the enigma remains, spanning over 53 miles of shelving, holding documents that stretch back over 12 centuries. This is one of the most inaccessible and legendary archives on Earth. What secrets are kept within its climate-controlled, heavily guarded vaults? What truths about our history, our faith, and our world are deemed too sensitive for public eyes? Join us as we journey into the heart of the Vatican to pull back the veil on the secrets of the archives. The story of the archives begins in the 17th century, when Pope Paul V decided to centralize the Church's vast collection of records, letters, papal bulls, accounting books, and diplomatic correspondence from across the globe were gathered and brought to a wing of the Apostolic Palace. The word secret in its original Latin, secretum, didn't mean secretive as we think of it today. It meant private. The Pope's personal archive, Bato Bertaima's access, was heavily restricted. The modern meaning took hold, fueling endless speculation. For centuries, only the Pope and a handful of trusted cardinals could enter. The outside world could only wonder what lay within these silent, echoing corridors. It was empty until 1881 that Pope Leo XIII cautiously opened the archives to a select group of scholars. But even today, access is a privilege, not a right. Researchers must be highly qualified, with specific advanced academic projects. They must request documents by catalog number, sight unseen. There's no browsing the shelves, no stumbling upon a forgotten manuscript. You must know exactly what you're looking for. And Eventin. Access to material less than 75 years old is generally forbidden. This restriction is to protect diplomatic and personal reputations, but it inevitably feeds the narrative that the Vatican is hiding more recent, controversial truths. Imagine the meticulous process, passing through Swiss guards, entering fortified rooms, and finally being presented with a single, ancient document under the watchful eyes of archivists. It's a journey into the past, governed by rules of the present. So, what do we know is actually in there? The confirmed contents are staggering enough to rewrite history books. Here you can find the papal bull from 1521 excommunicating Martin Luther, sparking the Protestant Reformation. You can find the transcripts from the trial of the Knights Templar in the 14th century, revealing the immense pressure and political maneuvering that led to their downfall. There is a letter written on birch bark from an indigenous American tribe to the Pope in 1887. And perhaps most famously, the petition from English lords in 1530, pleading with Pope Clement VII to annul King Henry VIII's marriage to Catherine of Aragon. The Pope's refusal, also filed away here, ultimately led to the creation of the Church of England. These are not just papers. They are the very turning points of our civilization, preserved in ink and parchment. But it's the lost and rumored documents that truly ignite the imagination. Scholars whisper of missing gospels, texts that were written in the early days of Christianity but were not included in the official Bible. Are their first-hand accounts of Jesus Christ written by contemporaries. Some theories suggest the archives hold evidence of Jesus' bloodline, or perhaps documents that challenge the very story of his divinity. Then there's the mystery of the third secret of Fatima. While the Vatican released what it claims is the full text in 2000, many believe a second, more apocalyptic part of the prophecy remains locked away, too terrifying to reveal. Could the archives hold proof of extraterrestrial contact, as some sensational theories claim? Correspondence from other intelligent beings, or church studies on UFO phenomena? While mainstream historians dismiss these ideas, the Vatican's tight control ensures the whispers never fully die down. The physical space of the archive itself adds to the legend. Beyond the main reading rooms and cataloged shelves, there are rumored to be sealed chambers, rooms that haven't been opened in centuries. What could they contain? Perhaps the personal effects of controversial popes, sensitive art, or scientific inventions deemed heretical, like early designs from Leonardo da Vinci. One of the most persistent legends surrounds the correspondence of some of history's most infamous figures. Did Adolf Hitler write to Pope Pius XII during World War II? The archives from this period were only recently opened, and and historians are still sifting through millions of pages. The full nature of the Vatican's role during the war, whether of quiet diplomacy or complicit silence, is one of the most sensitive subjects locked within these files. One of the most compelling mysteries concerns the trial of Galileo. We have the official records of his prosecution for heresy, for daring to claim that the Earth revolved around the sun. But what else is there? Do the archives contain the Church's private investigations into his work? Did they secretly believe him but silence him for political reasons? Some speculate there are documents showing the Church knew Galileo was right, but feared the discovery would shatter the faith of millions and undermine its authority. This case perfectly illustrates the central conflict of the archives. The tension between faith and fact, between protecting a sacred narrative and revealing a complex, often uncomfortable, historical truth. Every sealed file, every restricted document, could potentially hold another Galileo-level revelation. The architecture of secrecy is deliberate. The archive features a two-story underground bunker, built to withstand a nuclear attack, known as the bunker. It houses the most sensitive documents under the strictest climate controls. Air is filtered, temperature and humidity are precisely managed, and the entire structure is shielded by meters of reinforced concrete. This isn't just storage, it's a fortress designed to preserve its contents for eternity, safe from war, disaster, and prying eyes. The image of a subterranean vault, holding the weight of history, is a powerful symbol of the Church's role as a guardian of the past and, perhaps, a gatekeeper of the future. In the end, the Vatican's secret archives are a paradox. They hold priceless records of human history, yet keep much of that history locked away. They invite scholarly research, but under conditions that breed suspicion. The truth is likely less sensational than the fiction. The archives probably don't hold aliens or the Holy Grail. Instead, they hold something more complex, a raw, unfiltered, and often unflattering record of humanity. It's a story of faith and power, of saints and sinners, of diplomacy and war, of profound discoveries and terrible mistakes. The secrets hidden here are not necessarily about otherworldly conspiracies, but about the deeply human, political, and sometimes shameful story of one of the world's oldest and most powerful institutions. The allure of the Vatican Apostolic Archive will persist as long as its doors remain only partially open. Each newly released set of documents sparks a frenzy of research and new questions. What we don't know will always be more tantalizing than what we do. The 53 miles of shelving stand as a silent testament to the idea that some knowledge is too powerful, too dangerous, or simply too private for the world to handle. And so, the mysteries remain locked in time, waiting in the silence of the Vatican's most secret place. Some truths do not disappear. They wait, buried in stone, scialé, and guarded by those who fear what would happen if the world finally read them.